Today on Network Freaking Marketing Radio, we're going to talk about the power of Zoom.
Are you tired of the old ways of trying to recruit friends and family to your MLM? Tactics just don't work anymore. Have you wanted to quit and say the heck with this, but something still gives you that burning desire to rock this business? All you needed was the way. This is Network Freaking Marketing Radio.
Hey guys, it's Ryan over at Network Freaking Marketing Radio, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful day out there and wherever you're at and tuning into us from. And today I wanted to talk to you about one of the little secrets in my onboarding process that has been making probably one of the largest changes into weeding out those that can really build fast and not build fast. And it really has to do with utilizing, as you know, I'm all about utilizing technology to our advantage to help us break down and try to find those aces that we're all looking for. And so what we've been doing, or what I've been doing, is utilizing Zoom as a major portion of my onboarding process. And it's really been helping people to weed out those that are really not runners that are out there to get the ability. So let me walk you through how I've been doing this. After people go through the funnels, or however we're getting to them, is a point that they have signed up, okay? This whole concept today that we're talking about is after you've had someone that has actually already joined your team, okay? So they're already on board with you. Cheers, by the way, if you like Arizona iced tea. Anyway. Jeez. So let me back it up, because there's a problem I think we all have when we first get someone on board. It's getting them up to speed on just the basics of your company plan, okay? Everybody out there, no matter what network you're in, has some form of a plan that you show to potential prospects. The problem is, with all this automation and these cool tools we have, is we lose the ability to really show someone the basics. They get, I guess the word I like to use is Twitter-pated. It's when they see the technology we have and they're like, oh, I want to play with the technology and get leads coming in automatically. But we skip one of the most basic prospecting trainings in there. People have to be able to get a thick skin in this business. They have to be able to learn rejection, and they have to learn their corporate plan to where they understand what they're talking about, how their comp plan works, and such. So one of the areas that I was really I thought I had it all figured out when we put this thing together, but the area that I was falling flat on my face is like, okay, I have all this stuff. I can give you the funnel. I can give you the 365 social networking calendar. I can give you our weekly Zoom calls, the Facebook groups, all this stuff that I provide. But if you don't know the basics, we have a problem. And so I sat back and I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, so how do we create a system to train basics? And my light bulb went off in my head like ding. I was like, you got mail, Ryan. So what I came up with is a 1 or 2, 3 step way that I have been training people with Zoom, essentially. And it's really kind of working. I mean, this is still in theory. We've tested it probably 2 to 3 dozen times now over the last 3 weeks. And it's really starting to show some really interesting results. Because typically, you're going to sit down with your prospect or do it over the phone call or Facebook Live or something like that and try to convey the information. So here's what I've been doing. As soon as I get someone signed up, and this doesn't take anything out of the old MLM playbook. This is exactly what we do in a live event or a hotel meeting or a home meeting. But the only difference is we're going to let people do it from the comfort of their own home, okay? So what we're doing is this. As soon as we sign someone up, we have them book 2 dates within 48 hours, okay? And the executive Zoom call is with their upline or me, okay? So basically we said, and we keep these short, 15 minutes max. We're not going through the whole plan. We're keeping it very, very, very just to the opportunity. A couple of bullet points on the comp plan. This is just a 30,000 foot overview. It's not diving into the whole plan. It's basically to get on there, edify that. So what we want to do is book 2 executive Zoom sessions, okay? So what we do with that is we say, hey, you're on board. So the first thing we want you to do is download Zoom to your computer, and we're going to book 2 executive Zoom sessions within 48 hours, okay? First one, you typically will get 1 to 2 people. So that person has to go out, invite their friends, and say, hey, at 8 o'clock, I'm having a Zoom webinar or a Facebook Live. I like using Zoom. You can push it to Facebook Live if you like. But I think it's better to have them send them Zoom keys to where we can collect a little telemetry on them. We can start targeting a little bit for our customers and stuff like that. So there's ways to put some automation even into this early in the game that I can show you guys later. But so this executive Zoom is done with the upline. It'd be me or one of my top level team members. We get them in, and we're going through the whole Zoom. I mean, showing the plan in the 10 to 15 minute version. At the 10-minute mark, I stop basically and I say, hey, do you have any questions? If you do, can I answer for you now? And then I jump off. And if that's when you leave it with your person there to talk to them. And if they have more questions, then you take it onto an actual phone call and get off it, make it more personable per se. So doing that one-on-one Zoom, that's the first one. Now, if they get in there and they don't show anybody, that's okay on the first one, because that's what most people are like, Ryan, I don't have anybody. But you know what? You're going to get that person, even though your new prospect, your new team member has no one, you're still going to run the Zoom call, okay? You're going to show them the one-on-one executive Zoom, okay? So they're seeing the plan. So we do it a second time. Hopefully by the second one, they have 2 to 3 people. We try to go for getting 5 people on both calls or Zooms, okay? 5 and 5. That would be exposure to 10 people, okay? If that person wants to get in, you'll say to them, I will do your first set of Zooms like that. After 2, they're on their own. If they can't get people in the beginning to those Zooms, they're just going to have to start watching my weekly Zoom that I do on a weekly basis. So a couple things that I'm putting together is I'm getting more of a strategic plan on exactly when I'm going to be doing stuff. You're going to start noticing the podcasts are going to come out. I believe we're going to try to release every Monday night. We're going to be pushing out an episode every Monday, so you have fresh content to hear every week. Another update is we're going to be doing a Facebook Live once a week, which is just going to be a general network freaking marketing Facebook Live to where we take questions and answers and kind of just build people and how we're doing it. Again, guys, if you want my 5-day master pack, it's 5 days packed of some really, really good information. And go to networkfreakingmarketing.com. Just put your email address, I think a phone number. I don't even know if you need a phone number. I can't remember. We set it up a while back. And it will send you 5 days worth of 5 20 to 30 minute videos of some real powerhouse content that can help you out. Also, we just finished up our social network marketing social media calendar. It's a calendar with 365 days of content. So if you're sick and tired of posting on Facebook all the time, the same thing, the 2020 version is going to be out. I'm still debating inside what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to do a free release with it or it's going to be a paid product. If it's a paid product, it's going to be pretty cheap because they should value around $40. We're going to try to, if I decide how I monetize it, I'm still working on that. But I think for a pre-release, we're going to give them away free to a bunch of people who get on board and like that. We're also going to have a Facebook group coming out here real soon to where we're going to do questions and answers in there. So we got a lot of stuff in the hopper right now. We're also exploring and looking at chatbots. So there's a lot of new technology that's in the marketplace right now, and trying to differentiate where I'm going to concentrate my efforts and really get the most advantage to you guys. So to recap, what I was talking about is do a Zoom one-on-one with your new team member. Do it twice. If they don't get anybody there, then they get to go to their weekly Zoom that you do that they can bring people to. So you're really trying to create a loop here, okay? And it really helps. Now, if they keep on bringing people to the Zooms, I'll do one-on-ones all the time. But if I book a slot for 10 minutes and put you in there, it's not going to happen. I can't keep wasting my time. One thing a lot of leaders keep on saying, and I did this before, is I had a lot of people in the beginning I did a lot of work with. I really took care of them and was just really hand-holding, and they weren't jumping out of their shell a little bit and getting knocked around a little bit. So every week I'm going to have a Zoom that's a live one that we go through the plan, show everything, and then go from there. So Zoom call, Facebook Live, you can do any of them like that. So, depending on what platform you want to use, whatever's the easiest for you. So go from there. The power of Zoom, the power of Facebook Live. Zoom is just a software platform. If you don't know what it is, it's another way. One thing that Facebook has done now, if you don't want to pay you don't have to pay for Zoom right out of the gate, but it does kind of help setting up a cool meeting. You can use Facebook Live with sharing now. You can share your desktop in there. We've been playing around with it a little bit. It's pretty cool what you can do now with that. So I hope this content was helpful. Just a different way to onboard your prospects and weed out the runners, which are in the followers. So best of luck out there in network marketing land. And remember, get our 5-day master pack, networkfreakingmarketing.com. And don't forget, you're a freaking leader.
Hey guys, it's Ryan here, and I want to thank you for listening to Network Freaking Marketing Radio. If you like what we're doing, head over to iTunes and give us a like. Also, if you'd like to get our 5-day master pack, head over to networkfreakingmarketing.com.